Hey guys, Kory Ballard here. You know this guy, right?
We should restart.
Hey guys, Kory Ballard, Ballard Products.
Hey guys, Brian here with Brian's Lawn Maintenance. Hope you guys are doing well.
Guys, just shooting some videos today. Brian's looking at some of our new products, our crazy busy full warehouse, talking about our new facility, which we'll show you guys some stuff on that as well. But wanted to talk about blades. We've been cutting grass for 30 years. Brian's been cutting grass for a long time as well. Wanted to talk about some of the blades that we offer and the differences of what's going on out there with the other blades and how they compare. So,
Yeah.
Any questions for me, Brian? You want me to walk through these?
So there's a lot of questions that I get on a lot of my social media about the hardness of the blade length of the tip, you know, what makes Ballard so much better than some of the competitors out there. And then also, what about like the new gold blades? Some people are saying, hey, this is just like another blade that's out there, maybe from Oregon or some of the other competitors. And what you were just explaining to me a minute ago before we hit film, I said, hey, this would actually be a really good quick video if you want to explain the difference, because it actually taught me a couple things about the blades.
So certainly. I'll walk through the simple blades first, then we'll talk about the Oregon blade and the Ballard gold blade, which is new and we think the best blade on the market, hands down. So guys, for you looking for just a standard blade, that's our razor blade here, just a standard lift blade. Works good in most all conditions. We do believe we have the longest cutting edge on the market. They're a Rockwell 45 hardened steel. Some guys say that they're soft. I don't know if you guys have seen my video. I've literally beat them on a steel forklift. Most of the blades are the exact same hardness. So again, a lot of good blades out there. A super popular blade that a lot of guys run all season and in the fall is just a mulching blade. So we make our blade called the Ripper. It's got the sharp edges on here as well. I don't know, we run mulching blades most of the season, but especially spring and fall when they're out there with the leaves.
For me personally, we put these on our mower. We don't actually use the X-Blade setup. We're just too lazy to change them out, to be honest with you, but we do use the Ripper blades. And when you use the Catch Pro, not the Catch Pro, but the Advanced shoe on our stand-up mower, we have an X-Mark Vertex, it pulverizes that stuff. Then what we'll do afterwards is we'll take our X-Mark Laser Z with a bagger, and then we'll suck up what's left. And that's a great way, if you guys don't have a big dog vacuum system just yet, to basically reduce your leaves 5 to 1, 3 to 1 with a set of Ripper blades. You can use these for a couple bucks versus buying a $5,000 bagger system. So
yeah, we go over it a couple times with the mulching blades, and then when we do bag, there's barely any, we just pick up just there's not much left.
The mower coupled with a debris loader, then dumping it into your dump truck or your dump trailer, you got like a 3 to 1, then another 3 or 5 to 1. You can do 20, 30 yards of leaves, that day and reduce that down to 3 to 5. And
Brian did mention the X-Blades, guys. We sell the X-Blade bracket for you guys that want to double them up. That's a super killer combination as well. All season long, or especially when you're getting into heavy leaves, you'll absolutely pulverize the leaves.
Hey, selfishly, I got a question for you guys. If you guys can comment down below, whether on Facebook, YouTube, wherever this might be shared, do you guys run the X-Blade setup season long? Because I'm getting a lot of people telling me. Do you guys?
Yeah.
I have a lot of guys telling me, hey, you should run it, because we up in Michigan get the wet, thick grass, especially with that morning dew. So I got a lot of people saying, hey, we tried them in the spring and we just leave them on for the rest of the season, obviously changing out their blades when they need to be sharpened. But that's something that I'm heavily considering because we've been having some really wet spring and summers up here in Michigan lately.
Well, the other misconception is it's super hard on my clutch, it's hard on my spindles. If you're running good blades and they're balanced, guys, in the 6 years we've been selling them and 7 years we've been running them, we haven't seen any adverse effects on well-maintained machines. Now, if you've got bad spindles, you got blades that are out of balance, you certainly can get some wobble in there and you're gonna do some damage. But just like anything, you got to take care of your machine. So I don't know, we get great performance. We're not having to double and triple mow things.
Yeah,
you will use a little bit more fuel, just being honest. But if you don't have to mow it twice and you leave your properties looking better, they stripe better, you got smaller clippings, less double mowing. Man, I don't know, it just makes a ton of sense. For you guys doing well manicured, a lot of residential, this is mainly residential, is our high rise. Probably not a commercial blade. It seems like on commercial you're cutting tall grass and you're fighting it, but manicured residential, which is a lot of our consumers, we've got the high rise blade, so you're gonna get that vacuum. And the really cool thing, nobody on the market has this, at the end of our high rise blade, Brian, as you can see, it turns in. So you get the vacuum up, and then you get that grass with velocity out of the chute opening. So you really get that grass turning and it gets it out. You're shooting grass out 10, 12 feet. So that's a great choice if you're doing high-end residential. And the striping on these is insane because you're getting that vacuum up.
Yeah, and
So-
we were actually went to these. That's why I was asking about the X-Blade setup, because we went to these last summer, and man, the grass was just literally the thickest it's ever been. I think it was 2 seasons ago, these had came out or something like that, and we were just running through these blades. The grass was so thick, so wet, we were getting like an inch of rain almost every other day.
Yeah.
And the grass, we were double cutting like crazy. You just had to in Michigan. If we did not have these, we're actually using a Toro Grandstand Multiforce with the baffles wide open. That deck is known for cutting wet grass like crazy. If we didn't have that mower with these blades, I literally don't know how we were going to catch up. We honestly probably would have had to stick to the bagger setup with my other expert mower.
Bagging grass is a lot of work.
That's why we didn't want to do
It's
it.
slow. You got to dispose of it.
Lots of extra fuel.
Before we get into more blades, guys, if you're looking for the best edger blade out there, our Sabre edger blade is top notch. Just a little bit wider. It's still the Rockwell 45 hardened steel, but it's got these teeth in it. So as you guys know, when you're edging, especially if there's any moisture, it's gumming up, mudding up. You're trying to freaking scrape all that stuff out of there. So this clears the way. These things, anybody that runs our Sabre, they swear by them. So couple things real quick too on the Gold Blade. These just came out. We did a ton of testing last year with the Gold Blade. I wanted something that was the best blade on the market, and I believe we found it. So we've kind of married a couple blades here. So we've got a higher lift. We've still got the mulching fins on here as well. Got the longest cutting edge on the market. They're 2.50 thickness on all the blades that are 18 inches and longer, so they're super heavy duty and thick. The key to this, though, is the carbon tungsten additive that's along the cutting edge here. So you can see it runs the entire length, almost a half-inch back.
Yep.
So a lot of guys are saying it's the same as the Oregon G5. Oregon makes a great blade, guys. They do. They've been around forever. Here's the Oregon G5 right here. You can see, Brian, that they have what they call a carbon tungsten additive. It's way thinner, and it runs maybe
2.5 inches.
2.5 inches to our, I don't know, 6,
Yeah.
7.
Yeah, I'd say 6 or 7 inches.
Yeah, so they've got just this little additive on the bottom. After a couple sharpenings, that's going to be gone. So we believe that the Gold Blade is the best performing blade on the market. We've ran them, we tested them. You guys are running them. We're getting great feedback. Last thing I'll say, guys, none of these blades are going to work if you're not cleaning underneath your deck. So you got to have sharp blades, but make sure you're scraping underneath your deck. We've got the Pro Scraper. I know you can use paint scrapers and putty knives, and guys are like, I just use the extra blade. Well, that's all fine and dandy, but soft handle here, T-handle here, you can get underneath there. It's got round on one corner, sharp, so if you're getting underneath the corners,
Yes.
get that stuff out from underneath your mower. Your mower's going to cut so much better if the deck's clean underneath.
Quick helpful tip, if you guys are working under your mower deck, just a quick little PSA, and one of the ones that I want to plead you guys with, please wear gloves. Even if it's in the dead of summer, your sharp lawnmower blades, they will slice and dice. I've had some really crazy nicks over the years doing this for 17 seasons, and especially when you start getting in there and trying to get that thick, wet, kind of turns into cement, especially if you leave it overnight. Wear gloves, please, and then that way when you clean your deck, you don't have to worry about getting cut up.
Yeah, how you getting underneath your mower decks, Brian?
We use the super jack typically.
Yeah,
my Laser's got a little bulldog jack, but we don't promote that here, and just having fun.
Yeah, so the super jack's a great option. And if you guys can't lift the super jack or want another option, we've got our Easy Pro lift. So
we
tons
just
of
filmed
great
a video.
products. Yeah, we shot a video on that. So guys, we're just going to keep trying to bring you great products. Again, everything we run, we test, we use, and if I wouldn't use it, I wouldn't sell it. So Brian, I appreciate you being in with us today and showing you guys some of our products. And again, what's the code, Brian?
Hey, if you guys want to use Brian's 10 to support, it goes right back into the Brian's Law Maintenance YouTube channel. Check us out. We got a great podcast, got a great YouTube channel, and we feature a bunch of you guys on it. Go figure, so that's why it's awesome. But no, seriously, thank you guys for the support, and congrats, by the way, at all the stuff that you guys have going on as well. You guys are just crushing it. Hey, and by the way, leave down in the comments down below, hey, congrats on the new facility. These guys are taking things to the next level. They have a 26,000 square foot new facility. That is freaking awesome, and that's all because of you guys supporting what they're doing.
So we appreciate it, guys. You can find all the products at ballard-inc.com. Hope you have a great season. Take care.
See you guys.